We're live.
Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. How is everyone today? I'm showing off air. Oh, there we go. I'm showing live now.
Now
So,
you're live. Little delay there, Samantha, on that end.
okay. Well, in case you didn't get that intro, hey, hey, hey! This is Samantha. We are on Tipsy Tuesday today. How is everyone? Everyone in the house. What's up, Kelly?
What's going on? I'm outside today, so I hope no one gets any background noises. But yeah, I'm out on the lanai today, enjoying this cloudy, sunny Florida weather we got.
Yeah, I'm in Kelly's neck of the woods in Florida.
Rainy days in Florida.
Yeah, the kids were just out in the pool swimming in the rain.
That's what we did yesterday.
So funny.
It's awesome. But yeah, love Tuesdays. Tipsy Tuesday. Recruiting. That's what we're going over today.
Absolutely. Kelly and I have been going to lots and lots of training over the last couple weeks now on recruiting, and we've been taught by Keisha Bass, Jessica Higdon, and Ryan McMorris. Over the last couple weeks, we've been going through a lot of trainings and things like that, and we wanted to bring you some of the information that we have learned. If you would like to get a hold of these webinars for your own replay, get a hold of whoever sent you to Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind, and they can get you the recordings or figure out how to get you the recordings to all of these webinars that we have gone to, because we cannot cover 6 hours worth of webinars in a half an hour. So We're just going to give you some of the gist of recruiting.
Our takeaways from them.
Absolutely.
So
Kelly,
go ahead. I interrupted you.
No, go ahead. I was going to say you go.
Oh, so recruiting, what is recruiting? We all have to, we're in the business. You have to recruit. That's part of the deal. So you got to learn it. So why not learn it from, 5, 6, 7, even 8-figure earners a year? And that's what we've been doing these past couple of weeks. And my biggest takeaways from it is, the prospecting on Facebook. It all starts with that first message. Samantha shared a video, right before this Tipsy Tuesday about that first initial message of what it should be like and what it should have in it. So I had to put the dog down. But yeah, I mean, it's what was that message again, Samantha? I don't have it right in front of me.
Well, I wanted to go over that. This is from Jessica Higdon, and what she had talked about was when you are in Facebook, when you're messaging on Facebook and you're prospecting on Facebook, the one thing that you have to remember when you are prospecting someone, I mean, whether you have friends in common or you're brand new or whatever, you want to make sure that first sentence is very catchy. Jessica Higdon in her first sentence, she says, "I almost didn't reach out to you, but," and that's all they see. And at that point, you're curious, like, you almost reached out to me, but what does this person have to say? Versus the ones that say, "Hi, how are you?" Half those I'll just skip for those, because I'm like, you go back and forth with them. "Good, how are you?" "Good," and then it's over. So you want to keep that first sentence of the message very, very catchy. Whatever it is that you want to use, just make sure it's catchy. It's something that would intrigue you to open that message right away.
Right.
And then she talks about, tell them why you're messaging them. So you got your first line that's catchy so that it, catches their attention. And then as soon as they do open it, they want to know why you're messaging them. So if you found them on Eric Ward's page or somebody else's page or in a group or however it is that you're prospecting,
tell them how you found them.
Yeah, just tell them how you found them, and that's it. And then make a connection point. So make when you're prospecting on Facebook, this is a mistake that I made definitely at first, was that I didn't really check out profiles. I thought that my business was for everybody. And yeah, it works for everybody, but not everybody's for me and my team and things like that. So, you really want to go over and check out their profile and make sure that there's, something in common. Find something in common, whether, you have kids, you both have a Chihuahua dog, whatever it is that you guys have in common, pick up something, because that's one of the things that I've learned from Erin Birch as well, is she talks about how you got to make that connection immediately. You have to have something that's going to make them remember you. No matter what it is, you want to make that connection. Like, hey, I see you're in Arizona. Wow, I used to live in Arizona, or my brother lives in Arizona, or, hey, have you ever been to that restaurant? I went through there. Like some sort of connection that's going to make them go, oh, wow, this person, one, is really truly interested in me and looked at my profile, versus just coming over to think, hey, pitchy.
Yeah. And another thing that's going to do is like when you're wanting to build a following, you want to get new friends and stuff. So if you're going through this process like this is going to keep you, for one thing, keep you out of Facebook jail for, adding too many friends and within a certain amount of time. When you're going to the person's profile, checking it out, time's lapse, and it's not just like a spammy thing going add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend, and not sending any messages. But if you're going through the person's profile, taking the time to look at it and seeing who they are, and then send them a message, which you're doing right now. And if you want to, if they're in network marketing, go ahead and send them a friend request. I think they're saying you can do like up to, if you to take a look at their profile, you can add up almost up to 20 people a day without getting into any trouble at all. But if you're going it too fast, yeah, you're going to get flagged in doing it. But that's why it's important to go back and look at the person's profile and see what they're about. And then, and the last question that you want to ask them is, what do you do for work? What exactly do you do for work? But if it's blatantly on their profile that they're a realtor or something, you don't ask them what you do for work, because they're a realtor and they got listings all day. You didn't go look at their profile. So so make sure that you say that question when it's the right time to ask it, I guess you could say. But that's what you're wanting to do, is you want to ask that question so they can come back and ask you, well, what do you do for work? And that's what you're trying to get.
Yeah. Always want to end with the question so that they have a reason to respond to you, because they might just be like, all right, well, next.
Right. And one thing that I've watched a little bit of what Ray Higdon does, and his 3 tips for recruiting is, you want to say less more often. Don't drag the conversations on. Keep it short and sweet and go on to the next person. Say less more often. You'll go through more people like that. You won't get hung up on the long drawn out story, which I know I tend to do and stuff. But say less more often. And then when you are engaged with them in the conversation and the messaging is be in control of the conversation. Manage the energy of the conversation that's going on. And the third big tip is, don't be addicted to the outcome. If they do, say no to you or whatever, don't get bummed out about it. Go for those no's.
Yep. Absolutely. One of the big pickups that I picked up from Keisha was, I really liked her, if you had a magic wand, what would you change about your business?
Right.
We've talked a lot, Kelly and I go over a lot about how a lot of people don't understand why why MLSP, and I don't want to add another, something to my business or whatever. But the truth is that you're out there, you want network marketers who are already in network marketing, because you don't have to at that point talk them into, you know, hey, this is the industry. They already understand the industry. Someone's already explained it to them. They're already stoked about it. So you know, at that point you would be kind of doing the magic wand. Like if there's something that you could change, of course this is after you build a relationship with them, but you know, if there's something that you could change in your business, what would it be? I mean, let's face it, all of us, no matter what, even the 7-8 figure earners have something that they would change. That's the reason they still go for the coaching. That's the reason they still order, you know, buy the courses. I mean, these guys never stop. It's not like one day you're like, oh, I made 7 figures, I guess I can just sit around and Doritos on the beach all day.
Right.
They do every day, and they coach themselves and they get better to make the people below them better. So, you know, you can always ask that, and, you know, if they turn around and say nothing, everything's perfect, at that point, me personally, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but at that point, me personally, I'm just like, okay, well, you know, I kind of cut the conversation and move on, because, you know, I'm not here to pull teeth or drag things out of you. If you want to be honest with me and open with me, I'm sure I can either help you or point you in a direction that can have help. And then I'm the same way when I talk to people, you know, I mean, I tell, because you never know who you're going to run into that's got something that you don't know about. There's so much out there that we don't know about, you know, so it is the network marketing business, because you're networking.
Exactly.
So, hey, did you realize that today is our 75th episode of Tipsy Tuesday Mastermind?
It's our 75th episode.
75th episode today.
That's awesome. 75th episode. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Remember day one?
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too. Yeah, go back and watch day one.
Right.
I was scared.
So, yeah, and then Ray went on to say, you know, once you start, you know, talking to the person a little bit, this and there, and you're going to push them to a video or to push them to your presentation and what you're trying to recruit them for. Okay, and then once you do that, when they get back to you or you get back to them, start out with this question, you know, what did you like best about what you saw? Let them answer. They could come back with, you know, they like this about it and be real energetic about it, or they could say they didn't like anything about it. You know what I mean? They're going to say it's going to be one way or the other, or multiple, right? You know, then you can go on, you know, ask them why they were open to looking at the video or looking at the presentation. Why were you open to look at it? You know, find out why they wanted to look at the presentation that you're offering them. And then you know, they can go out, you can tell their energy, this and that, you know, if they're acting like they're wanting to join, but don't ask them to join your opportunity, you know, do it as a statement, whether it's face to face or on the phone or in messaging. Ask them, just not ask them, but say this statement: sounds to me like you're ready to join.
Yes, people want to be led.
Instead of saying, sounds to me, it looks like you're ready to join, you know, with that energy behind the join. Sounds to me like you're ready to join. You know, don't say that, or don't do it with that energy. Just say it as a statement. Sounds to me like you're ready to join. And then just sit there in silence. They're either going to say yes or no. But let them answer next. Even if the silence lasts for 30 seconds, you don't answer. Let them answer. So that's one tip that I'm gonna be implementing and trying. And you know, if it works for Ray, you know, it's gonna work for you as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know, like he definitely said about you know, when you first come across and you say, you know, you don't want to leave it open where you say, so what did you think? Which is what most of us we're taught, or our first reaction to recruiting is, you know, to ask after they've been exposed to it, to go, hey, what did you think? That leaves it open to, you know, anything that they want to say. Where if you know, like Kelly said, you say, what did you like best, gives you something to develop, you know. And then if they say, well, I'm still a little confused about, I mean, that's a whole nother Tipsy Tuesday, all the excuses that people give. But,
Right.
you know, it leads you into, like, if they say something like along the lines of, I'm confused on the compensation plan, you need to get them that information. Follow-up is so, so, so important. And keeping the exposures going, it takes the normal person about 8 to 10 exposures, yeah, before they will actually join you. So if you give them one video and then you move on and you are like, well, I guess they didn't like the video, and you never do a follow-up, you're losing out on money. And then when you do the follow-up, there's plenty of times that they'll have excuses. They'll have things that, you know, they want to research more. But if they do say anything about wanting to research more, you need to dig deep and find out what it is that they want to know more about, so that you can take that information and you to them. So you can turn around, and if they say, hey, you know, I'm a little confused about the compensation plan, even if you don't know where you would get information on your compensation plan, go into YouTube it, make your own little video, and then send it over to them, you know?
Yeah.
And then, but ask them, say, you know, if I do have, actually, I have some information on a compensation plan. You could send them someone else's information as well. I'm sure your company has all sorts of videos out there for you know, these exact things. Questions. Yeah. So, you know, YouTube.
And then what's cool, and then what's cool, you know, you use your pretty link and put your own link at the bottom and use that link to push them to that video.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, so just every time you're leaving the conversation, you want to make sure that you're setting up another appointment for another exposure. You know, you don't want to just go, you know, if somebody says, oh, I'm not sure about the compensation plan, and this is where a lot of people will fall off, you know, they'll be like, oh, well, you know, I'll try to find some information for you, or go research it, it's fantastic. And then you never call them back, or you never talk to them again, because, you know, we're human. We can't keep track of all this. This is why the CRM is so important. Yeah. The CRM is like the saving grace. Right. It's a customer relationship manager inside of My Lead System Pro. And guys, it's amazing. You can write all the notes, you can have alerts, all sorts of stuff. So it makes follow-up.
It's going to make your day more organized.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that, once again, get back to whoever, you know, exposed you to this Tipsy Tuesday, or if you're watching this as a replay on YouTube or whatever, there's going to be a link below to find out more information on that. And then, yeah, I mean, it's just basically make sure that you're constantly following up with these people and constantly building that relationship, and that catchy headline to get yourself in the door on Facebook is key.
Absolutely. But yeah, and really prospecting, and using the search bar and up top and really dialing it down to the person that you want to talk about. So you're not fishing in a big pond. You got it dialed in to what type of fish you're going to be fishing for, basically. So use your search bars up top when you're looking for people, when you're prospecting.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest mistakes we make is, you know, you hear, and it's true, you always hear, you know, what you lack in skills make up in numbers. So we tend to think that we just need to be crushing through prospect after prospect after prospect. And you can waste a lot of time doing that if you're not actually looking at the prospect and making sure that it's someone that you could work with. I mean, I could go over to a profile where, you know, I mean, you know, they're doing something that I don't particularly, you know, exercise in my life or whatever, and that might be a conflict for us. So working with that person would make it a little bit more difficult, you know. So I want to make sure that, you know, that they're somebody that I can work with, you know, if there's someone for your company too. I mean, like they say, you know, look at your company, look around at the people inside of the company, and then prospecting, look around. Are these people that would look like they would fit in that group,
right,
or not? Because it just, you know, it's depends on where it is.
Like Jessica's target market, you know, is a professional man or woman that's a home business owner who is self-motivated, takes self-responsibility, and is looking for someone to tweak or refine their business model through coaching and mentorship. That's their target market, you know. So all those other network marketers out there who aren't looking, you know, to be open-minded about looking at something new, to tweak their business to make it better for them. You know, they're not looking for that type of person. They're specifically looking for their target market, and that's what will help you find the right people. Once you come up with who your target market is, who you're looking for, then you'll find them.
And I really liked how she had talked about the message. Like, make sure you understand your message, make sure you understand your vision, and make sure that your vision and your message includes your team and your, you know, you can't go out there and be like, I want the big house, or I want this, I want that, I want this. It has to include your vision, and they have to be able to see that vision and know that vision. That's, you know, another reason why looking up at profiles and things like that are so important, is because you want to make sure that they're on the same vision as you.
Right.
You know? Yeah, I definitely, and guys, if you want to get a hold of Jessica's webinar was absolutely amazing. Keisha Bass, I mean, guys, she has this ninja happy birthday thing. I mean, we've talked about happy birthdays before on Tipsy Tuesday and how important it is to keep relationships going through happy birthday messages and things. But she has this super duper ninja happy birthday that gets people to your blog.
The responses you're getting back, the responses that you're getting back, you know, your video was so awesome. That really put a smile on my face today. But it's the way that you're sending them and what they're able, that person is able to look at while they're there.
It's like the only time that you can send someone a link, get them to your blog, and then be happy about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you guys haven't seen that, go watch the replay. If you're inside of MLSP, if you're not inside of MLSP, like I said, get a hold of whoever told you about Tipsy Tuesday or invited you here, and they'll make sure to be able to hook you up with those replays.
And it would be, I need to do it. I haven't done it yet, but and what Keisha goes on to say about that is make an ebook, give them a gift for the birthday. Who doesn't want a gift for the birthday? So make an ebook and give them a gift.
Or if you're like, for me, I haven't done an ebook up yet. So on mine, I'm obviously inside of My Lead System Pro, and My Lead System Pro has a bunch of system campaigns that you can give away. And mine, on my birthday message, it says, are you using Facebook Live yet? Because, Facebook Live's so huge and everybody but nobody really knows about it. And then it says, well, check this video out. And then, they click on and they get an hour and a half free, amazing Facebook Live
training
chat. Yeah, training. And, so it's like, you're literally getting gifts on your birthday or on other people's birthdays. Like you're getting people to your blog, you're exposing them to you and your brand, which is all you should be doing is branding yourself. So, you're exposing them to that. And then on top of it, you're offering them an ebook or a training or a free recipe, whatever it is that you do, you got to offer them, like here's your birthday gift.
Yeah.
5 ways to recruit on Facebook or whatever. Do up a blog post and make it private for only you know, the people who click on that or whatever to track it, all that good stuff. But
so many
definitely
things
wanna
you can do. What a, I mean, that's the ninja stuff that we're learning.
Super ninja. Yeah. So I would definitely
You know what I mean?
watch that as a replay in your back office if you have not seen that yet. How are we doing on time?
It's 27 after.
Are there any
3
questions?
minutes. There's
No questions?
Chat's been quiet. Chat's been quiet today. Nope.
Because we're so on point.
I know. Right.
We're so on point. Well, if there's no questions, I got so much more to go over.
We could go on and on and on and on and on. Yeah.
6 questions that Jessica Higdon uses to close people on Facebook as well. So if that's something that you are interested in as well, let us know inside the Tipsy Tuesday mastermind group, and we'll definitely make sure that we go over those 6 questions. And if you want it sooner, like I said, just get a hold of whoever sent you. And if you are not part of the Tipsy Tuesday mastermind group on Facebook, and you're watching this as a recording, we'll have a link to that as well.
Awesome.
So perfect.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I'm gonna get off and go have some lunch. Tomorrow's my birthday.
Oh, you get a birthday gift.
Yeah, so we're gonna go out to lunch real fast and in this rain and go have some seafood. So I'm gonna take off and go do some of that.
Awesome.
I know, right?
I know, right? I'm gonna jump in the pool. The sun's coming out here.
Oh, not here. Look at that. That's nothing but rain right there. But it's always nice. As long as I'm in Florida and I'm eating seafood, I'm happy.
You're good. You're good. Right.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
you guys have a wonderful Tuesday.
We'll see you next week.
Bye for now.